Okay, so morning guys, welcome to another review from me, Matt, the Bearded Berserker. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I've just got in from work this morning and I have another review for you. Before we start, say this each and every time, I know. For those of you just joined, because I use the hashtags and stuff like that, so new people might come and go, oh, what's this he's doing? So the reason why I set up my Instagram, Viking Beard Matt, all one word over there on Instagram, and my Bearded Berserker YouTube channel is to purely help support and encourage small brands, individuals and craftsmen out there that are making some amazing products and not these huge massive brands that have a shed ton of money that they can throw into promoting, marketing and advertising their products that obviously these smaller brands and individuals don't have. So they have to work infinitely harder in order to get their products on the market. Then they come into direct competition with other brands and plus these huge massive brands. So they have to work infinitely harder in getting their products as tip top as they possibly can do before they release them out onto the market. Now, with all the reviews I do, irrespective of what it is, stuff I go and buy myself, stuff that gets sent through, beard products, skin products, hair products, clothing, all sorts of bits and pieces, I do it from purely my own point of view, okay? So I'm not affiliated to any of these brands. I'm completely unbiased. Everything I do is my own opinion. And most of all, I'm completely honest, okay? There's nothing worse as a consumer than going out and buying stuff. You get it home, whatever it might be, and it just doesn't live up to expectation, falls apart, isn't well made and stuff like that. So I'm purely objective with the reviews I do. If there's something I don't like about it, I will say constructively why I don't like it. And if there's something I love about a product, I'll say why I like it. Now I've got something completely different this morning to usual. And for a start, I would like to say a massive thank you to, sorry, I'm just moving it over so I don't drop it. Massive thank you to Alfreds Mead for sending this through, who, funny enough, they make mead. Now, I'm not going to go into the complete history of mead because hopefully mead drinkers out there will know exactly what it is. And it's basically a drink that's been around hundreds upon hundreds and upon hundreds of years. It's been done with rice water and all sorts of things. And you'll probably know it as a medieval drink. Also, the Vikings used to drink it, Norse people and stuff like that. And there's various different incantations of it all around the world and stuff. This is a UK brand, Alfreds Mead, who's been very kind enough to send a couple of bottles through for me to have a look at, see what I think of, give you guys my opinion. Now, I need my glasses for this because he sent through a bit of paper to have a look at. Don't know why I'm talking about this. Great British Mead Company, produced since times of myth and legend. Mead is discovered as a drink for all occasions, Made from the fermentation of honey and water, this simple but powerful drink has held its own throughout history. I've been making mead using natural ingredients and methods for over 25 years in rural Oxfordshire, sourcing English wildflower honeys for flavour and authenticity. Our traditional mead is aged in oak barrels. Hopefully you can see me and the paper's not going out like this. Our traditional mead is aged in oak barrels, which adds a sharpness to balance the sweetness of the honey. In addition, we also produce fruit meads, mainly the blackberry, made using a blend of honey and hand-picked blackberries, again aged in oak. This produces a sweeter, lighter drink, popular as wine replacement in pubs. Mead can be enjoyed at any time at room temperature, warmed or poured over ice. Can be enjoyed at any time. Well, it's 11:30. I've got work tonight, so as long as I don't have too much of it, good thing. Otherwise, I'm not going to go to work and I'll be on the floor dribbling like a fool. So, first of all, we're going to have a look at the bottles and the packaging and everything. So, this is the first one. Alfred's Mead. Got a very merry looking Alfred on the front of it. Made in Wantage. And on the side, produced since times, men and gods, made from fermentation. Pretty much what that leaflet's just read that I've written out and got pictures of bees on it and everything like that. I will be putting links down below, so please give them a check out. Made in Wantage, Oxfordshire, UK. Contains honey, water, yeast and ginger. Suitable for vegetarians. 500ml, 5.2 UK units, ABV 13, batch number, which is nice. It's got batch numbers and everything on that, which you don't tend to find with kind of a lot of your bottled drinks from supermarkets and places like that. The other one that he has sent through, which is slightly darker in colour, almost like a sweet wine sort of coloration. Contains honey, water, yeast and blackberries, suitable for vegetarians. 5.2 UK units, ABV 13%, batch number. So there you have it. Woden's Mead, made with pure Oxfordshire honey, which is nice. They're both made from pure Oxfordshire honey. And like I say, this one's got blackberries in. We'll go into something else in a minute that he was sent through. So we're going to give this a taste test. Now, I have tried meads before. I love meads because I'm one of these people that I'm not particularly keen on wine, if you know what I mean. It's always got that sort of sour, vinegary taste to me. And so I do prefer sweeter wines, dessert wines, sauternes and stuff like that. So I do like mead. And for years now, I've been drinking stuff that's made locally called Norfolk Mead. They do a range of fruit wines and stuff like that. So I know pretty much what mead tastes like and how I expect it to be. Whether it tastes like that, who knows? Let's hope this isn't too strong because I haven't had anything for breakfast this morning because I've been at work. So first of all, we'll try the actual mead itself. I've got my little glass here, jam jar glass that I use for the spirits and everything, which is O'Donnell's Moonshine. So pour a bit into here. Put the lid back on that because I don't want to knock it everywhere. So like I say, I do like sweeter drinks and I hate all sort of like sweeter wines, fortified wines and stuff like that. So I hope it has got the sweetness through, but it'd be nice as well if it's got sort of, it's not ridiculously sweet, that there's something balancing it out. And hopefully the ginger, by the sounds of it, should be quite nice. So it smells of mead. It's kind of got that fortified wine with a subtle hint of honey. It's not, some meads I've had where they go far too far on the honey, that it's literally like honey with alcohol, if you know what I mean. So it's always nice to have something that contrasts that flavour a bit. Definitely smell the honey. That's not as sweet as I thought that was going to be, to be honest. I was expecting a lot sweeter. Now, I had my scent scale here. I feel that going down. It warms your cockles. On the scent scale, you've got down here when I do my beard oils and balms and stuff, very subtle. You've got in the middle, which is kind of your normal, and at the top here is knock your head off. I've altered it slightly for this review and video, that down the bottom here you've got highly acidic and dry and almost vinegary and ridiculously sweet up here. I'm going to say in balance it's just under 3/4 of the way up there, so it's not ridiculously sweet, it's not horribly vinegary dry, it's kind of about there, if you know what I mean. Really nice, warms on the way down. And I have to admit, I actually prefer that to Norfolk Mead, because Norfolk Mead is really nice and it's kind of the one that I can always get locally, if you know what I mean. There's a few shops locally that sell it. But now I'm tasting this, it's almost like the Norfolk Mead is too sweet with honey. I like that. It's quite a clear, sort of slightly clear, semi-clear drink. Really nice, definitely taste the honey in it, predominantly. Ginger, there is almost a heat at the back from ginger in it. It's not like you can taste ginger, but it's just that warmth at the back. Nice, really well balanced, not too sweet, not too dry, not vinegary at all. And I really like that. That is very nice. So that one is the Alfreds Mead, just the straight honey mead, okay? Flick that on the floor. Now the other one, like I said, comparing the colours, slightly darker in colour. Blackberries, definitely smell blackberries in this one. Might not be going to work later if I carry on like this. So yeah, this is the one with the mead, Woden's mead, Wadden's mead, however you want to pronounce it, which has got the blackberries in it. And it has got a lot fruitier scent. The honey mead predominantly smelled sort of honey and alcohol with that sort of little tiny back taste of ginger, a bit of heat and fire. Now this one is definitely sweeter. This is kind of almost up to the top of how I would perceive mead to be, but at the same point it's got kind of like a fruity, acidic-y back taste of blackberries. And as the honey sort of goes over your tongue and everything like that, and you swallow it, then you kind of get the blackberries and the fruitiness coming through, which is really, really nice, because I've never had a mead that's been flavoured with other fruits. And this one, like I say, is a lot sweeter than the other one. Whether that's because of the blackberries in it. Which one do I prefer out of the two? I don't know, both really good winter's drinks, because obviously with mead you can do loads of different cocktails and stuff like that with it. With me, with my spirits and mead and stuff like that, I just have it straight, if you know what I mean. I don't mix them, because I think a lot of the time, it's my own opinion, but a lot of the time when you start mixing it and everything else, you kind of lose that essential thing of the actual drink itself. It's like gin. I don't like gin and tonic. I hate tonic water, always have done since I was a kid. So if ever I have gin, it will literally be straight gin. The same with whiskies, rum, brandy and stuff like that. So always have my drink straight. But yeah, it would be nice to mix in with like a fruit punch or something like that. Yeah, I think personally, myself, I think the honey mead is fantastic, but just topping it because I like things on the sweeter side, I do prefer the Woden's, which is the blackberry one. Blackberry, I keep wanting to say black cherry, the alcohol. The blackberry one. So for me personally, I prefer that one because it's different. It's almost, I know all wine is made out of fruit, but I like that homemade wine taste that you can make from sort of pretty much any berries and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's got a really nice sweet berry taste to it. Really nice winter drink as well. Yeah, definitely prefer that one, although there is nothing wrong with the honey mead itself. It's just for me, this one's a bit sweeter, the Woden one. And also, thank you very much for sending this through. The first one of these I've ever had, which surprises me, obviously being into Vikings for all these years and everything, but they've sent through a mug. And this is made by Abbey Horn. They've also, Abbey Horn, who makes and manufactures them, have also basically supplied the mugs and everything for Game of Thrones and also Vikings, the TV show. Made out of African oxhorn, byproducts where obviously they're used as meat and everything else like that. Very, very nice. You can see nice glossed inside and everything. Really well finished. It's kind of got a rustic feel to it. It's not over sanded or anything like that. You've got the stamp underneath of Abbey Horn, and I like the way the handle's sort of bent over as well, and really nice because you can slip it onto your belt if you so wish to, if you're that way inclined. But I think it's, with stuff like this, I don't really like using them because all it takes is to drop them. They are pretty delicate because they are made out of horn and stuff like that, even though they're reasonably thick, and it doesn't take much at all to put a crack in it and chips and stuff like that. And obviously you're not supposed to immerse them in hot water for long periods of times, and you have to be very careful when you wash them up, not using strong detergents, bleaches and stuff like that. But I do like it. I love the tactile feel of it, and that is basically an ornament. So I'm going to put something in that. I'm not filling that full of mead, otherwise I'm not getting up or doing anything for the rest of the day. So please don't even suggest, why don't you fill it up with both the meads and see how much you can drink before you'll fall on the floor, because it won't take very much. So price wise of the mead, £7.50 a bottle. That is for the Woden, and that's also for the Alfreds as well. He will also do 2 bottles and postage for £18.50, which is pretty good, if you know what I mean. This turned up with Royal Mail yesterday. Was only sent a couple of days ago, so it's got here very, very quickly. And I think £18.50 for 2 of these on your doorstep. Fantastic for the autumn period coming up and for winter and everything. And plus, it's a nice summer's drink as well. You can mix it with lemonades, Coke if you so wished, or whatever. But just as a straight drink, I think it's beautiful. I really, really enjoy it. And I've now got a preferred brand of mead as opposed to Norfolk mead that I just buy because it's on the shelf. So you have converted me, especially with Woden's mead. To me, that is really special. Especially with the blackberries in it as well. And alcohol-wise, it's not knock your head off and kick it into next week. It's alcoholic enough without being over the top, and it's not sort of like you can drink a whole bottle and be fine. I wouldn't want to drink a whole bottle of it. But really, really nice. And I score this very highly. So if you like meads and your whole sort of medieval thing, whether you're into reenactment, LARP and stuff like that, or just into mead and love your drinks, then I cannot recommend these highly enough, especially the Woden one, which has got the blackberries in it. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And I prefer this one because it is slightly sweeter, but again, there is nothing wrong with this. So if you don't like it so sweet and you prefer your honey mead just to kind of like have that slight edge of sweetness to it, then the Alfreds Mead is going to be right up your alley. And I cannot thank Alfreds Mead for sending that through enough. Absolutely amazing. It's a stunning drink. You've done a brilliant job with both of them, and I hope you've enjoyed my little review. Now, should anybody happen to have any questions at all, please feel free to comment down below in the description box. I do read every single comment and will reply to them wherever applicable. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Like I say, we'll be putting links down below to Alfreds Mead. Please give them some support. Help them, follow them, and encourage them because they're making a fantastic product. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. I have another review tomorrow morning, so please stay tuned for that one. Thank you to Alfreds Mead for sending that through. Thank you to you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. So thank you. Appreciate your time. Cheers.